Hey there! Just a question, have you ever dreamt of becoming a professional swimmer? Or are you always being fascinated to how swimmers swim? How their arms and legs are so coordinated as if they're gliding into the water? Well, if you're such a wonder of swimming in particular, lucky you because today in this video we'll be talking about swimming. First off, what is swimming? In recreation and sports, it refers to the propulsion of the body through water by combined arm and leg movements and also the normal flotation of the body. As an all-around body developer, swimming as an activity is common and especially useful for physically disabled people in therapy and as an exercise. What's good about it is that it is also taught for life-saving purposes. Great! Now let's proceed to the basic swimming strokes. First, we have here the breaststroke. The breaststroke is believed to be the oldest of strokes and is much used in life-saving and recreational swimming as well as in competitive swimming. The stroke is especially effective in rough water. As early as the end of 17th century, the stroke was described as consisting of a wide pull of the arms combined with a symmetrical action of the legs and simulating the movement of a swimming frog, hence the usual term, the frog kick. The stroke is performed lying face down into the water and arms always remaining underwater. Now we have here the butterfly stroke. The butterfly stroke, used only in competition, differs from the breaststroke in terms of arm action. In the butterfly, the arms are brought forward above the water. The stroke was actually brought to the attention of US officials in 1933 during a race involving Henry Myers, who apparently used the stroke. He insisted that his stroke conformed to the rules of breaststroke as then defined. After a period of controversy, the butterfly was recognized as a distinct competitive stroke in 1953. The frog kick originally used was abandoned for a fishtail or dolphin kick, depending only on up and down movement of the legs. Later swimmers used two dolphin kicks to one arm pull. Breathing is done in sprint competition by raising the head every second or third stroke. Now, let's proceed to the backstroke. The backstroke began to develop early in the 20th century. In that stroke, the swimmer's body position is supine, the body being held as flat and streamlined as possible. The arms reach alternately above the head and enter the water directly in line with the shoulders, palm outward with the little finger entering the water first. The arm is pulled back to the thigh. There is a slight body roll. The kick was originally the frog kick, but it subsequently involved up and down leg movements as in the crawl. The backstroke is a competition stroke, but is also used in recreational swimming as a rest from other strokes, frequently with minimum arm motion and only enough kick to maintain forward motion. Last but not the least, the freestyle stroke. Technically, freestyle refers to a style of swimming in which the swimmer has the freedom to choose his or her own stroke, hence the name freestyle. The International Swimming Federation, or the FINA, F-I-N-A, doesn't restrict swimmers to using a particular stroke. This level of freedom is one of the many reasons why so many amateur and seasoned swimmers prefer freestyle over other types of swimming. While freestyle allows swimmers to choose their own stroke, the most commonly used stroke is the front curl. The front curl is performed by keeping the face down while making alternating arm movements to create a rolling motion for a more natural recovery. Throughout the duration of front curl, the swimmer flutter kicks his or her legs for additional speed. Now, let's proceed to the diving. Now, what is diving, you may ask? Diving refers to the sport of plunging into water, usually head foremost, performed with the addition of gymnastic and acrobatic stunts. In its more elaborate acrobatic form, diving originated in Europe early in the 19th century as a diversion of gymnasts and as a competitive sport in the late 19th century. It became a part of the swimming program of the Olympic Games in 1904 and developed rapidly through the first half of the 20th century. It's got three types: the pencil dive, sitting dive, and the most common one, the standing dive. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you've learned something.